Midsummer Night's Dream deals with the universal theme of love and its complications: lust, disappointment, and confusion.
A Midsummer Night's Dream is a comedy about four Athenians, two men and two women. At first, both men, Lysander and Demetrius, love Hermia. She only loves Lysander, though, and wants nothing to do with Demetrius. The other woman, Helena, loves Demetrius, but of course he doesn't love her. When a fairy, named Robin Goodfellow, uses magic to try to make Demetrius love Helena back. Only, he gets the wrong guy. He makes Lysander fall in love with Helena. He tries to fix the mess, and does make Demetrius fall in love with Helena, but now both the men love Helena, and neither loves Hermia.
The confusion that results from the meddling of the fairy brings total emotional chaos to the four protagonists. Hermia does not know why Lysander has become infatuated with Helena, nor does Helena know why Lysander and Demetrius are both infatuated with her. Okay, so just so y'all won't be confused, I'm going to be explaining the love square that's going on here. So there's four protagonists, as you heard earlier, Hermia, Helena, Lysander, and Demetrius. Demetrius and Lysander are both in love with Hermia, but Hermia only loves Lysander. She wants nothing to do with Demetrius at all. Helena, Hermia's friend, is in love with Demetrius, but Demetrius does not like her back. And so that's where the confusion begins, because this fairy is trying to make everyone be happy. So the fairy wants, Puck wants Demetrius and Helena to be together, so he's trying to manipulate things so that they end up being together, but, well, it doesn't work out. So Puck is trying to fix this by pouring juice from a magical flower. And when you open your eyes, the juice makes you fall in love with, or I don't want to say fall in love with, you become mesmerized and infatuated and obsessed with the first person you see. So obviously, this magical flower doesn't bring love. I want to say it brings physical attraction and lust. So this is a problem in everyday life, because people think that they love someone, but they're really just there for the physical part of it. And so this is a recurring theme even today.
We're going to talk about the flower in Midsummer Night's Dream, which, I don't know, it feels more like a glamour than, I guess it's the same when any story, when you have a love potion. You don't really fall in love with the person, you fall in love with the idea of the person. And, it's kind of, I would assimilate it to beer goggles.
To beer goggles.
Beer goggles. You get, if you drink too much, that fat girl that unattractive girl in the corner is suddenly going to be the hottest girl in the bar, and you're going to be okay with dancing with her and hanging out with her, vice versa with the men. So if you think about it, getting the flower in your eye, kind of instant beer goggles, and whoever you look at is that girl in the corner of the bar.
Well, I'm sure Hermia is very confused and probably a little hateful, because, think about it. You have two guys just like, whoa, I want you, and then all of a sudden they go for another girl, and it's nothing that you did, you're still the same person, and I'm sure you get a little hateful. Think about it this way. So say I'm walking, and then these two guys are like, oh my gosh, I love you, and I'm like, oh, flattered, and I actually like one of them. And then, I don't know, a few days later, it's like I'm walking down the hall and they're drooling all over somebody else. I'm sure it's confusing, and I'm sure she has no idea why, but I'm sure it turns on a little hatred in her and turns into the girl in her, feisty. Yeah.
Puck, the fairy, he did more harm than good, and it ended up in a catastrophic situation. Hadley, would you say that you're in love with Gabriel?
Yes,
You are?
I am.
And what if y'all were not allowed to physically touch in any way? Would you still be in love with him?
Of course, yes.
So, Gabriel, would you say you're in love with Hadley?
Yeah.
Yeah? What if y'all were not allowed to physically touch in any way? How would your feelings change?
I probably wouldn't love her. I'd probably dump her.
So, Gage, would you say that you're in love with your girlfriend, Kelsey?
Yeah, I'd say I was in love with her, yeah.
What if she was really super duper ugly?
Like,
Would you
really
still love her?
ugly?
Yeah, would you still love her?
Yeah, I would.
So, Kelsey, are you in love with Gage?
Yes.
What if he was really, really, really ugly? Would you still love him?
Probably not.
So, Maggie, I know you've been dating Evan Stossel for a while. Please explain y'all's long-distance relationship and how that works, since y'all can't hang out and, be touchy like regular couples.
Well, it was hard at first, but it's like you learn how to get to know someone in a totally different way. You got to learn how to trust each other, and I think that's like true love. Like you get to.
So you're saying you're in love with him?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And so when y'all do see each other, what if someone told you that y'all could never physically touch ever again? Would you still say you were in love with him? Do you think y'all would still be in love?
I think so, but you never know for sure. I mean, that's just what time.
So it's more than just physical attraction
Yes.
for y'all. It's emotional and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay.
Men love Helena, and neither loves Hermia. Almost everyone is miserable, until Robin finally resolves the mix-up, and the four Athenians pair off into couples, making everyone happy.